When you scroll through this person's profile, you'll notice that he treats these mannequins as actual members of his family and lives with them as if they were real people. The man behind the account is named Christian Montenegro. He currently lives in Colombia, a country located in South America. Looking through his social media, you'll find many photos showing him and the mannequins posing together like a happy family. They always appear joyful in pictures, sharing moments that resemble those of any typical household. Christian even takes the mannequins shopping, out to eat, and on trips. He regularly changes their clothes and buys them food and drinks, just like someone would for a real family. Eventually, Christian married one of the female mannequins and claims to have 3 children with her, a son named Daniel, who is 6 years old, and 2 daughters, Lady, 4 years old, and Sammy, 1 year old. He goes as far as throwing birthday parties for his imaginary children, feeding them and taking them on outings like a devoted father. He even lets his mannequin wife meet with friends and kisses her in public, just like any normal couple would. In some of the videos, there are other mannequins too, but their exact roles in his life or family are unclear. To understand why Christian lives this way, we have to look into his past. When he was younger, he was severely bullied, which caused him to become introverted and avoid social interactions. As an adult, Christian had a relationship with a real woman named Karen. She helped him become a better person by encouraging him to pray, go to church, and reconnect with society. They eventually fell in love. One day, however, Christian surprised Karen by telling her that they had a child together. He then brought out a plastic baby doll and introduced it as their son, Daniel. Karen thought it was just a strange joke and didn't think much of it. But things got weirder. Christian insisted that the doll was their real child and asked Karen to celebrate its birth with a party. Unable to cope with this, Karen eventually broke up with him. 5 years later, Karen reached out to Christian, hoping that he had moved on from his mannequin obsession, but things had only gotten worse. He introduced her to a larger mannequin version of Daniel, now 5 years old, and also introduced Lady, a daughter he claimed was born during the time they were apart. He even showed Karen photos of Lady growing up, starting from a small doll and gradually being replaced with larger mannequins to represent her aging. Karen left him again. Later, Christian entered another relationship with a woman named Nancy. At first, he hid his mannequin family from her, but his strange behavior eventually caused Nancy to leave him as well. After that breakup, Christian created a new mannequin named Natalia. She became his wife. Over time, even his real family seemed to accept his unusual lifestyle. They allowed him to bring Natalia to family events and trips as his partner. Christian has said that although Natalia is just a lifeless mannequin, she gives him something real women never could: trust, unconditional love, and a permanent bond. Hunter Hogan was once an American lawyer, but after facing a series of severe life hardships, he eventually became homeless. Following these events, he created a YouTube channel to share his life as a homeless person. In the About section of his channel, he wrote, "I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a disabled, poor, and homeless person. I make videos because the support from viewers has kept me alive. Since October 2019, with enough support, I've been able to heal and care for myself again." On YouTube, Hunter uploaded numerous videos documenting his daily life on the streets. These videos offer a raw and honest glimpse into how he lived, slept, cooked, and reflected on life while surviving without a home. But beyond YouTube, he also had a personal website where he posted even more disturbing content. Videos showing him performing surgery on himself due to his inability to afford medical care. Some of the titles of these videos included "Cauterizing the infection on my left knee," "Removing a mole by myself," and most shockingly, unedited self-surgery video, cutting deeper and exploring a tumor in my body. These videos are extremely graphic and gory, to the point where none of them can be shown on YouTube, but they are deeply disturbing and haunting to watch. On his channel, viewers can also see how Hunter's physical and mental health visibly deteriorated over time. It's a tragic and painful progression. As of now, Hunter continues to live off small donations from viewers who support him after watching his videos. Stas Reeflay is a Russian streamer and YouTuber known for regularly posting gaming content. On December 2nd, 2020, he hosted a live stream alongside his girlfriend Valentina and another friend named Marina. Over 2 hours into the stream, a viewer donated $1,000 with the disturbing condition that Stas Reeflay, Stas, must hit his girlfriend Valentina and lock her outside in the cold for a period of time. Noticing that Stas seemed to consider the offer, Valentina became visibly upset and the two began to argue. Feeling threatened, Valentina grabbed a knife nearby to defend herself. Enraged, Stas shoved Valentina onto a chair, stripped off her clothes, leaving her only in her underwear, and carried out the viewer's request. He locked her outside in the freezing December weather in Russia, where the temperature was reported to be around 8 degrees Celsius, 17 degrees, cold enough to be lethal without proper clothing. Worse yet, Stas even poured cold water on her before pushing her outside and locking the door. Following this inhumane act, he continued live streaming for quite some time. Throughout the stream, Valentina's desperate banging on the door and pleas to be let back in could be heard, but Stas ignored her cries and mocked the situation as a joke. Eventually, Stas opened the door, only to find Valentina had collapsed outside. She was unresponsive and had no pulse. He dragged her lifeless body back inside, tried to revive her, and eventually called for emergency services after realizing she might be dead. When the ambulance arrived, it was too late. Valentina had died. Police later arrested Stas, and he was ultimately sentenced to only 6 years in prison for manslaughter.